भवानी माँ, जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ, जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ, जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ। जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ, जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ, जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ,
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ। जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ। जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ। जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ। जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ। जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ। जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ। जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ। जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ। जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ। जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ। जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ। जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ। जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ। जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ। जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ। जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ। जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ। जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ। जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ। जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ। जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ। जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ। जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ। जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
भक्ति जगी भगवान की, हम हो गए मतवाली।
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 छोड़ी प्रीत जहान की, वो ही आप संभाले।
भक्ति जगी भगवान की, हम हो गए मतवाली। भक्ति जगी भगवान की, हम हो गए मतवाली।
हम तो है दीवानी, दुनिया ताने मारे। हम तो प्रभु के द्वार पे अपना सर्वस हारे। हम तो है दीवानी, दुनिया ताने मारे। हम तो प्रभु के द्वार पे अपना सर्वस हारे। जोत जगी एक ध्यान की, हम हो गए मतवाली।
ज्योत जगी एक ज्ञान की, हम हो गए मतवाली।
छोड़ी प्रीत जहान की, वो ही आप संभाले।
भक्ति जगी भगवान की, हम हो गए मतवाली। भक्ति जगी भगवान की, हम हो गए मतवाली।
ये दुनिया है फानी, कुछ नहीं बचने वाला। हमने हर एक श्वास को कर ली जाप माला। ये दुनिया है फानी, कुछ नहीं बचने वाला। हमने हर एक श्वास को कर ले जाप माला। लौला जी अब ज्ञान की, हम हो गए मतवाली।
लौला जी अब ज्ञान की, हम हो गए मतवाली।
छोड़ी प्रीत जहान की, वो ही आप संभाले।
भक्ति जगी भगवान की, हम हो गए मतवाली। भक्ति जगी भगवान की, हम हो गए मतवाली।
ईश्वर ही पार मिली, सतगुरु शरण में आए। पाया साचा प्रेम को, आपा दिया चढ़ाए। ईश्वर की राह मिली, सतगुरु शरण में आए। पाया साचा प्रेम तो, आपा दिया चढ़ाए। सुरत जगी पहचान की, हम हो गए मतवाली।
सुरत जगी पहचान की, हम हो गए मतवाली।
छोड़ी प्रीत जहान की, वो ही आप संभाले।
भक्ति जगी भगवान की, हम हो गए मतवाली। 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 भक्ति जगी भगवान की, हम हो गए मतवाली।
गूंज सदा जयकार वो अम्बे तेरी शरण में।
सदा जयकार हो अम्बे तेरी शरण में।
गूंज सदा जयकार वो अम्बे तेरी शरण में।
सदा जयकार हो अम्बे तेरी शरण में।
गूंज सदा जयकार वो अम्बे तेरी शरण में।
सदा जयकार हो अम्बे तेरी शरण
गंगा जल ले आरती उतारे।
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 भक्ति भाव से पूजा करते।
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 तारेंगे भव से पार हो चलो अम्बे शरण में।
तारेंगे भव से पार हो चलो अम्बे शरण में।
तारेंगे भव से पार हो चलो अम्बे शरण में।
तारेंगे भव से पार हो चलो अम्बे शरण में।
गूंज सदा जयकार वो अम्बे तेरी शरण में।
तुझे सदा जयकार हो अम्बे तेरी शरण
माँ का ध्यान करे मन निर्मल।
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 माँ भक्ति है पुण्य उठा फल।
माँ भक्ति है पुण्य का फल।
माँ भक्ति है पुण्य उठा फल।
माँ भक्ति है पुण्य का फल।
करते हैं अम्बे निवास हो अपने भक्तों की मन में।
करते हैं अम्बे निवास हो अपने भक्तों के मन में।
करते हैं अम्बे निवास हो अपने भक्तों की मन में।
करते हैं अम्बे निवास हो अपने भक्तों के मन में।
गूंज सदा जयकार वो अम्बे तेरी शरण में।
तुझे सदा जयकार हो अम्बे तेरी शरण
संकट से मैया सदा उबारे। संकट से मैया सदा उबारे। दर्शन देकर भाग्य संवारे। दर्शन देकर भाग्य संवारे। देवी की महिमा कार हो हम गाए सब मिलके। देवी की महिमा कार हो हम गाए सब मिलके। गूंज सदा जयकार वो अम्बे तेरी शरण में। गूंज सदा जयकार वो अम्बे तेरी शरण में। गूंज सदा जयकार वो अम्बे तेरी शरण में। तेरी शरण में। तेरी शरण में। तेरी शरण किसी से बेड़ा पार। ओ आयो आयो किसी से बेड़ा पार, ओ दुर्गे मैया तेरी जय जयकार। ओ आयो आयो किसी से बेड़ा पार,
आयो आयो किसी से मेरा पार,
ओ आयो आयो किसी से बेड़ा पार,
आयो आयो किसी से मेरा पार।
ओ दुर्गे मैया तेरी जय जयकार।
दुर्गे मैया तेरी जय जयकार,
ओ दुर्गे मैया तेरी जय जयकार।
दुर्गे मैया तेरी जय जयकार।
तू है काली, तू है दुर्गे, तू है गंगे गंगे माँ।
तू है गंगे गंगे माँ,
तू शिवधात्री माँ कामाक्षी, तू मीनाक्षी मीनाक्षी माँ।
तू मीनाक्षी मीनाक्षी माँ।
हे काली हे दुर्गे किसी से आयो रे, हे काली हे दुर्गे किसी से आयो रे।
किसी से आयो रे,
ओ आयो आयो, ओ आयो आयो किसी से बेड़ा पार, ओ आयो आयो किसी से बेड़ा पार। ओ दुर्गे मैया तेरी जय जयकार।
दुर्गे मैया तेरी जय जयकार,
ओ दुर्गे मैया तेरी जय जयकार।
दुर्गे मैया तेरी जय जयकार।
शिव शक्ति की विष्णु की माया, ब्रह्मा शारदा तू है माँ।
ब्रह्मा शारदा तू है माँ,
रिद्धि ऋषि की ऋषियों की सिद्धि, प्यारे माता प्यारे माँ।
प्यारे माता प्यारे माँ।
हे शक्ति हे मैया ओ शारदा माँ। हे शक्ति हे मैया ओ शारदा माँ।
ओ शारदा माँ, आयो आयो,
ओ आयो आयो किसी से बेड़ा पार,
आयो आयो किसी से मेरा पार।
ओ दुर्गे मैया तेरी जय जयकार।
दुर्गे मैया तेरी जय जयकार,
ओ दुर्गे मैया तेरी जय जयकार।
दुर्गे मैया तेरी जय जयकार।
ओ आयो आयो किसी से बेड़ा पार,
आयो आयो किसी से मेरा पार,
ओ आयो आयो किसी से बेड़ा पार।
आयो आयो किसी से मेरा पार।
ओ दुर्गे मैया तेरी जय जयकार।
दुर्गे मैया तेरी जय जयकार,
ओ दुर्गे मैया तेरी जय जयकार।
दुर्गे मैया तेरी जय जयकार,
ओ दुर्गे मैया तेरी जय जयकार।
दुर्गे मैया तेरी जय जयकार।
जगदम्बिके जय जय जगजननी माँ।
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 क्या मन हरना सुभाया है, क्या मन हरना सुभाया है। वारू सब कुछ माँ चरणों पर, मेरे मन को ये भाया है।
जगदम्बिके जय जय जगजननी माँ।
जगदम्बिके जय जय जगजननी माँ। श्री राम तू ही, श्री कृष्ण तू ही, दुर्गा काली श्री राधा तू। हे माँ, हे माँ, हे माँ। ब्रह्मा विष्णु शिव शंकर में तेरा ही तेज समाया, तेरा ही तेज समाया है।
जगदम्बिके जय जय जगजननी माँ। जगदम्बिके जय जय जगजननी माँ।
हे माँ, हे माँ। मैं हूँ पाऊँ तुमसे पाऊँ, जो देवे उसने हर्षाऊँ। हे माँ, हे माँ, हे माँ। कुछ रहे ना मेरा अपनापन, मैंने सर्वत्र चढ़ाया है, मैंने सर्वत्र चढ़ाया है।
जगदम्बिके जय जय जगजननी माँ। जगदम्बिके जय जय जगजननी माँ।
क्या मन हरना सुभाया है, क्या मन हरना सुभाया है। वारू सब कुछ माँ चरणों पर, मेरे मन को ये भाया है।
जगदम्बिके जय जय जगजननी माँ। जगदम्बिके जय जय जगजननी माँ।
हे माँ, हे माँ, हे माँ। दर्शन दो दुर्गा महारानी, दर्शन दो दुर्गा महारानी।
जय 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 दुर्गा महारानी, जय 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 दुर्गा महारानी, जय 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 दुर्गा महारानी, जय 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 दुर्गा महारानी।
दर्शन दो दुर्गा महारानी, दर्शन दो दुर्गा महारानी।
जय 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 दुर्गा महारानी, जय 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 दुर्गा महारानी, जय 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 दुर्गा महारानी, जय 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 दुर्गा महारानी।
विश्व को मोहित करने वाली, तीन लोक में रहने वाली, विश्व को मोहित करने वाली, तीन लोक में रहने वाली, जग भर की जननी वरदानी, दर्शन दो दुर्गा महारानी, दर्शन दो दुर्गा महारानी।
जय 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 दुर्गा महारानी, जय 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 दुर्गा महारानी, जय 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 दुर्गा महारानी, जय 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 दुर्गा महारानी।
हाँ, पाप नाश कर देने वाली, भय दुख सब हर लेने वाली, पाप नाश कर देने वाली, भय दुख सब हर लेने वाली, सिंहवाहिनी माँ कल्याणी, दर्शन दो दुर्गा महारानी, दर्शन दो दुर्गा महारानी।
जय 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 दुर्गा महारानी, जय 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 दुर्गा महारानी, जय 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 दुर्गा महारानी, जय 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 दुर्गा महारानी।
श्रद्धा करुणा शक्ति रूप तुम, काया छाया भक्ति रूप तुम, श्रद्धा करुणा शक्ति रूप तुम, काया छाया भक्ति रूप तुम, सिंहवासिनी शांत भवानी, दर्शन दो दुर्गा महारानी, दर्शन दो दुर्गा महारानी।
जय 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 दुर्गा महारानी, जय 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 दुर्गा महारानी, जय 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 दुर्गा महारानी, जय 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 दुर्गा महारानी।
दर्शन दो दुर्गा महारानी, दर्शन दो दुर्गा महारानी।
जय 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 दुर्गा महारानी, 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 जय 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 दुर्गा महारानी।
कछु लेना न देना, मगन रहना,
लेना न देना, मगन रहना,
कछु लेना न देना, मगन रहना,
लेना न
ॐ प्रातस्मरामि हृदि संस्फुरदात्मतत्त्वं सच्चित्सुखं परमहंसगतिं तुरीयम् यत्स्वप्नजागरत् सुषुप्तिमवेति नित्यं तद्ब्रह्म निष्कलमहम् न च भूतसङ्गः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ Namaskar. Assalamu alaikum, Sitaram, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, my dear brothers and sisters. This is your friend and brother Acharya Arun Gossai coming to you live once again from New York City on another segment of Avenues to Peace, a program where we analyze various means, various methodologies, and various formulas for achieving the everlasting bliss that we're looking for in this world. A special thank you to my brother Roshan Ji and his entire team at Abichuns Radio for making today's program possible. Live on abichuns.com, live on Bhuvaneshwar Monday Facebook Live, and of course, live on Abichuns Radio Facebook Live as well. My dear brothers and sisters, we're wrapping up the 2-week observance of Pitra Paksh. And if it's one thing that life teaches us, is that time waits for no one. As a matter of fact, the greatest commodity that you have right now, the greatest possession that you have right now, is the time that God has allocated, the time that God has given you. For no person can buy more time. You could buy more currency, you could buy more property, you could buy more gold, you could buy any asset, but time is the greatest asset that you have. But the caution is, it is very limited. It waits for no one. You cannot buy it. Hence, my dear brothers and sisters, Pitra Paksh, as we've been seeing at Bhuvaneshwar Mandir for almost this entire observance, that we must indeed reflect time to time on time. Reflect time to time on what we do with our time. Reflect from time to time where we spend our time. Reflect from time to time on who we spend our time with. Because at the end of the day, my dear brothers and sisters, these are the questions and these are the reflections that will either take us higher or lower using the greatest commodity that you cannot buy, which is time. So, Pitra Paksh teaches us that every day is a tick. It's a tick to the end. The 2-week observance is deemed not an inauspicious time. And I'd like to review that point today, that this 2-week observance of Pitra Paksh that we've been observing for the past, I would say, 12 days, it ends on Saturday, tomorrow. So the observance, 12 to 13, 14 days, it is definitely worthwhile to reflect on our human existence. It is the most auspicious time on the Hindu calendar. Why? Because 2 weeks dedicated to the ancestors cannot be auspicious. Dedicated to the remembrance, dedicated to how they would have taught you spirituality. They would have introduced you to the dynamics of the spiritual realm. Increasing our faith is what our forefathers did as they brought the Ramayana and Bhagavad Gita from India. And wherever the diaspora landed, wherever they landed throughout the entire world, Indians held on to culture, education, and religion. So much so that wherever Indians are nowadays, whether Guyana, Trinidad, or Fiji, or Mauritius, or Reunion Island, wherever Guyanese are, or Hindus are, or Indians are, my dear brothers and sisters, or Trinidadians are, or Fijians are, or Indians are in general, they seem to thrive. And why do they thrive? Because they've held on to what the ancestors have taught them. They've held on to their Bhagavad Gitas. They've held on to their Ramayana. As a matter of fact, ask any successful person, how did they gain the success? Because they've read at least a little bit of Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita, kinchit adhita. That is what Bhajagovindam says. But if we can read a little bit of the Bhagavad Gita, if we can transform our lives just a little bit, do a little bit of prayer to Murari, to Krishna, what happens is your life will definitely take a turn for the better. So Pitra Paksh is a time where we analyze how we use our time. First of all, again, it's 2 weeks dedicated to the Pitras, dedicated to the ancestors, like you all have been doing. I hope you all have been taking your lota of water, putting some black till, kush grass, facing the southern direction, and chanting Om Sarva Pitra Devaya Bhyo Namo Namaha. Om Sarva Pitra Devaya Bhyo Namo Namaha. Very simple mantra that you can actually face the southern direction, throw your jal and say, and what you're saying is, I bow to all of the Pitras, and may they be blessed. In your own mind, you speak, you call their names, and you just say in your own mind as you chant, Om Sarva Pitra Devaya Bhyo Namo Namaha. As I bow to you, O Pitras, may the Lord bless you wherever your soul may be. Because we know by now, according to the laws of thermodynamics from physics, the first law is energy is neither created nor destroyed. That means that their soul may not exist as you're used to it, but may exist in something else or some other body. So in this way, we remember them, the ancestors. We offer our Tilanjali, offering of till and water. And we remind ourselves that death is definitely the teacher, because we will leave everything behind. There's a beautiful song that says, आए भी अकेला जाए भी अकेला दो दिन की जिंदगी है दो दिन का मेला. So this beautiful song is saying, आए भी अकेला जाए भी अकेला. We've come alone, we go alone. Do din ki zindagi hai. This life is of 2 days only. Do din ka mela. And the 2 days are likened to 2 days in a fair. We go, we enjoy, and we leave. So nothing is taken with us except our good deeds or the bad deeds that we do. So that is why it is worthwhile, as we see everybody who is left and we remember them. What we're remembering is not, necessarily the way they smiled. Okay, that's good, but remembering what they expected of you. Remembering that you have to live your life now as a tribute to the ancestors. And if you can practice this for 2 weeks, and here's where Pitra Paksh comes in. If we can remember them, if we could live our life as a tribute to them, if we could pray for them, these 2 weeks will spill over to the rest of the 365 days of the year. And what will happen, my dear brothers and sisters, what we did during Pitra Paksh will be a practice. And not only what we did, but what we reflected on. That indeed, this life is fleeting. Time goes very quickly, and every day is a tick on the clock to death. So, my dear brothers and sisters, with that said, we're nearing the end of Pitra Paksh. You still have time to throw your dar. If you didn't do so yet, do so. And just think about your ancestors, and whatever offering you make, albeit very simple offering of till, black sesame seeds, kush grass, and water facing the southern direction. These sort of little practices, these rituals can actually yield such strong results for not only you, but for the Pitras that you pray for. Now, we're after Pitra Paksh, we're headed into Navaratri. Navaratri begins on Sunday. Okay, Sunday, Navaratri begins, October 15th. Now, on Navaratri, why is it coming after Pitra Paksh? Because after reflecting on what the ancestors taught, now it's time to reflect on the Universal Mother, who is none other than Shraddha. And Pitra Paksh was called Shrad, if you remember. Shrad comes from Shraddha, which means intensifying one's worship. So throughout Pitra Paksh, one would have prayed for the ancestors, one would have prayed for themselves. Now Mother gives us the reward. Transform all the negative energy, whatever is left within you, whatever is left after Pitra Paksh, transform it and offer it to Mother, and she will fill that void that we are all experiencing in this world of materialism. What does that mean? There's always something missing within us. If a departed loved one leaves, there's something missing. If wealth leaves, there's something missing. If a person leaves our life, there's something missing. If there's any kind of loss in life, there's something missing. Even in gain, there's something still missing from your life. Mother Durga fills that void during these 9 nights. So we intensified Shraddha during Pitra Paksh, and now we're going to even more so intensify the Shraddha during the Navaratri, the 9 nights dedicated to Mother Durga. More about that we'll see next week. But let us go back into the beautiful pages of the Bhaju Govindam, as we were seeing, a beautiful verse, shloka, that speaks about, who exactly we are. And as we near the end of Pitru Paksha, we go into Navaratri. It's very worthwhile to analyze what exactly we are. And this beautiful verse says, Kastvam koaham kuta ayatah kame janani ko me tatah iti paribhavaya sarvamasaram vishwam tyaktva swapna vicharam bhaj govindam govindam bhaj muramate. The beautiful verse, let's break it up word by word. The first word was kaha. If you can repeat after me at home, it'll be very good. Because when you repeat these words, you get the blessings as well. Kaha, these are words of Adi Shankaracharya. Kaha means who. The second word is twam. Twam. Twam means are you or you. Kaha. Kaha. Who. Aham. Aham. Aham means me, I. Kutaha, from where? Kutaha, from where? Ayataha, ayataha, did I come? Ka, ka means who? Me, my. Janani, mother. Kaha, kaha, who is? Me tataha, me tataha, my father. Iti, iti, thus. Paribhavaya. Paribhavaya, another Sanskrit word that means inquire. Sarvam. Sarvam, all. Then asaram, essenceless. Asaram, essenceless. Vishwam. Vishwam, the entire world of experience that you're experiencing right now. Tyaktva. Tyaktva, leaving aside. Swapna vicharam, a mere dreamland born of the imagination. Swapna vicharam. Then bhaja, bhaja, seek, Govinda, Govinda, Govind Krishna. So this verse, as we near the end of Pitra Paksh, it's saying something beautiful. Who are you? Who am I? From where did I come? Who is my mother? Who is my father? Thus, inquiry, leaving aside the world of experience, this world that we know, the world, the entire universe, leaving behind, leaving aside the entire world of experience, essenceless and a mere dreamland born of imagination. So, in order to realize the truth of the matter, one must ask himself these questions. Kaha tvam. Kaha tvam. Who are you? Then, ko aham. Kaha aham. Who am I? Kuta ayataha. Where have I come from? In Hinduism, there are three questions that we have to ask ourselves daily. Main kaun hu? Main kahan se aaya? Main kahan ja raha hu? In English, these are, who am I? Where have I come from? And where am I going? If I simply say my name is Arun and I've come from Guyana and I'm going to Guyana, we're wasting times as human beings, according to spirituality. These questions, my dear brothers and sisters, are pregnant with what we call Atma Vichar, inquiry of a higher self. Not simply saying, who am I, and give a name and form. Or where am I going? I'm going to a physical place. Or where have I come from? I'm coming from a physical place. Those are what you call mundane answers, my dear brothers and sisters, to these questions that are being asked. That Adi Shankara, who is none other than Lord Shiva himself, are posing to all of us to ask ourselves. What are the questions? Kaha tvam. Who are you? Ko aham. Who am I? Kuta ayata. Where have you come from? Ka me janani ko me tataha. Who is your mother and who is your father? So, in a worldly sense, you can answer these questions in a snap of a finger. Who am I? Again, your physical name. Where have you come from? A physical place. Where are you going? A physical place. Who is your mother? A physical person. Who is your father? A physical person. But Adi Shankaracharya is asking all of us to dig deeper. Dig deeper? What does that mean? Adi Shankaracharya is asking us to not look at your physical form for the answers. but to look at that which is your true self, that is beyond the body. The body has been given a name, beyond the mind that houses your personality, but you are the witness. You are the witness of all of this world of coming and going, of elation, of sadness, of joy and disappointment, of victory and gain. Sukha dukkhe same kritva labha labho jaya jayo, says Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita, that this world, if you can witness it from that standpoint of the inner self, you'll be balanced in victory and defeat, in gain and loss, happiness and sadness. So when the question is asked, who are you? He's not referring to your physical body. He's not referring to your soul even. He's referring to the higher self. So the question is not who are you? It is what are you? Because this question, this verse, you can take on two slants. The first slant, the Laukik, right? The Laukik version, the Laukik explanation for this shloka is, who are you means, what is your true identity? How many times have you been born in this world? How many times has the same soul taken a different body? As Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, birth is certain for the dead, and for the dead, for the born, death is certain for them also. Krishna says, oh Arjuna, the difference between you and I is, I know all my previous births, you only know this one. So this soul, my dear brothers and sisters, that is full of the vasanas, that is full of your tendencies that you came into this world with, you know, your likes and your dislikes, what you're attracted to versus what you're not attracted to, all of these are part of the combination that is made of 17 parts that Tattva Bodha explains very beautifully, that are made up, that are constituents of the soul, that constitute the soul. But what we are seeing here, my dear brothers and sisters, is what is your true identity? If you were born again and again, and last birth your name may have been Fred, last birth you may have been a man when you're a woman now, what is your true identity? Are we just identifying with this body? If so, what was your true name? Who am I even? I have been born again and again. In this birth, I'm a male. In the previous birth could have very well been a female, with a different name, with a different form. So with all of these forms that we've had going back to time immemorial, which one is truly you? And not only that, who is your mother? Who is your father? Are you just thinking that in this birth, this is my mother and father, which we should respect and adore because they gave us this body? But think about all the other births that passed by. How many mothers and fathers did you have? Human and non-human, because we could have very well been another creature in the past life. The human birth is not guaranteed for anybody. It is based on your karma alone that you acquire this human birth. And we went over that in depth at Bhuvaneshwar, how the dynamics of a human birth comes and how we must ensure that we're doing more good than anything in this world to achieve at least the human body so we can attain moksha. The human body is the ladder to moksha, is the ladder to the goal, is the ladder to the graduation. What is graduation? When you finally realize that you are not this body and mind, and all those births you had before, they were really not you. They were just residual self-images of your true self. So they were residual, my dear brothers. What does that mean? They were simply projections superimposed on what you truly are. All the births that you had before had a body. All the births that you had before had the same soul. But what is that within you that is witnessing all these births, that is witnessing all your actions, that is witnessing all your thoughts? And that, my dear brothers and sisters, is called Paramatma. Consciousness, God. No name and form, just a witness, my dear brothers and sisters. In the body, it is called Atman. Outside of the body, in the grand totality, it is called Brahman. Just like the sun reflects in the buckets of water, 10 buckets of water. That sun, my dear brothers and sisters, appears to be in the bucket. In this example, the consciousness appears to be in us. But in reality, it is everywhere. This body that you have is an imagination of the mind. We are in our minds. The mind is not in us. We are in the mind. And when we can say we're in this mind, that means this body and everything that you thought yourself to be from time immemorial, all the identifications that you ever had, all the names and forms that you had, that means that too was all imagination. But in the midst of all of the imagination, there was one reality that all of it was superimposed on, and it's called Brahman. It's called God. So the Hindu concept of God, my dear brothers and sisters, according to Advaita Vedanta, right? Advaita Vedanta, one of the 6 schools of Vedanta, is one of the 6 schools of Hindu philosophy. And Advaita Vedanta is one of the schools of Vedanta which says that all of us, my dear brothers and sisters, are that God that we're praying to. All of us in essence are that supreme reality where all of this Maya has been casted upon. So we're seeing this world because it is being veiled by an illusion. It is being veiled by your senses and your mind based on memory. But that which is allowing you to see all of this, that which illuminates all of this, that which is untouched and untainted without name and form, that, my dear brothers and sisters, is your true self. So you see how powerful this knowledge is, my dear brothers and sisters? This is the knowledge of Vedanta. This is the knowledge of, I would say, the highest philosophy of the Hindus. Advaita Varshani Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayanim, in the Gita Dhyanam, written beautifully by Ved Vyasji. Right? What does it say? Advaitamrita Varshani. That the Gita that Krishna spoke is simply a beautiful rain of different aspects of the Advaita Vedanta philosophy. And not only that, my dear brothers and sisters, the Bhagavad Gita, Sarva Upanishad Gavaha. The Upanishads are cows, and Krishna is the milkman who milks all of the Upanishads to get the Gita. So the clarion call is, by Adi Shankaracharya ji, know who you truly are. You've come again and again. Which one was you? Which one was your true self? The answer is none of them. All the names and forms that you've had up till now, different bodies, same soul. You are not that body, you are not the soul, but you are the witness that allowed you to even have a new body, that even allowed the soul to go into a new one. Knowing yourself to be that which is all blissful, which is indivisible, which is all happy, that is the witness, that, my dear brothers and sisters, would be knowing yourself. More about that we'll see during Navaratri. So God bless all of you. Enjoy your Friday. And once you understand this, nothing else needs to be known in this world. This is the highest knowledge, Paravidya. And it's not limited to Hindus. It is actually a universal teaching for all people in the world and universe. So God bless all of you. Enjoy the final 2 days of your Pitra Paksh. Continue to intensify your worship. Continue to intensify your God. Sing your Hanuman Chalisa. Never let anyone tell you have to stop these things. As I said before, if anybody tells you to stop your puja and your Hanuman Chalisa, that is a Rakshas telling you that. Because it was Ravana who told us to stop our pujas and to stop Hanuman Chalisa. Shraddha means intensifying your faith. Praying not only for yourself, but praying and having faith that those Pitris are somewhere and they're receiving your prayers. So keep praying. There's never a time to stop prayer. Prayer should be done every day. Sadhana should be done every day. Veda Nityam Adhiyatam. The word Nitya means eternally. Every day you should be reading the scriptures. You should be doing your 5 yajnas a day. Keep doing your pujas, your prayers, serving mankind, serving lower animals, and remembering the ancestors. And if you can do this, especially during this time of Pitra Paksha, every day after that, you would have been doing justice to not only yourself, but the ancestors as we go into one of the most auspicious holidays of the year, Navaratri. God bless all of you. We'll see you again on Monday. Jai Shri Ganesha.
जय गणेश गणनाथ दयानिधि, सकल विघ्न कर दूर हमारे, मम वंदन स्वीकार करो प्रभु, चरण शरण हम आए तुम्हारे। जय गणेश गणनाथ दयानिधि। जय नंदलाला जय गोपाला, जय नंदलाला जय जय श्री राधे गोविंदा, मन भजले हरि का प्यारा नाम है। श्री राधे गोविंदा मन भजले हरि का प्यारा नाम है। गोपाला हरि का प्यारा नाम है, नंदलाला हरि का प्यारा नाम है। श्री राधे गोविंदा मन भजले हरि का प्यारा नाम है। श्री राधे गोविंदा मन भजले हरि का प्यारा नाम है। मोर मुकुट सिर कल बनमाला, केसर तिलक लगाए, केसर तिलक लगाए। मोर मुकुट सिर कल बनमाला, केसर तिलक लगाए,
केसर तिलक लगाए।
वृंदावन की कुंज गलन में सबको नाच नचाए, ओह सबको नाच नचाए। श्री राधे गोविंदा मन भजले हरि का प्यारा नाम है। श्री राधे गोविंदा मन भजले हरि का प्यारा नाम है। यमुना किनारे धेनु चरावे, माधव मदन मुरारी, माधव मदन मुरारी। यमुना किनारे धेनु चरावे, माधव मदन मुरारी,
माधव मदन मुरारी।
मधुर मुरलिया जभी बजावे, हर ले सुध बुध सारी, ओह हर ले सुध बुध सारी।